everyone, Fed here, and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to build a futuristic door inside of Minecraft. Now, what I mean by a futuristic door is just a piston door that slides up vertically into the ceiling. So when I hit these pressure plates, my door will go up into the ceiling, and I can go ahead and walk on through. I can also just straight walk through and get through the door without having to stop. However, you know, when you run, you do get stopped a tiny bit, but you can technically run through this thing as well. Now, this side looks a lot better because we do have to use some immovable objects. I hope in the future in Minecraft that they add in just a slew of immovable objects that look nice. However, since we are on Bedrock, a lot of the immovable objects don't work. Like, you know, furnaces, blast furnaces, chests, things like that. They don't move on PC. I'm pretty sure they don't move on PC, but they all move on Bedrock, so we don't have many immovable objects to work with. Now, I kept this thing 1 wide so you could keep it in a nice 3 wide area inside your building, and I also made it so there was no redstone on top of it as well. All the redstone is underneath. It's super easy to build, so let's go ahead and get started up on this tutorial. Alright guys, so for this build you're going to need a 14 by 1 spacing, and you're also going to have to dig down 5. Now this build is going to get a little bit bigger later on just for the pressure plates, and I also recommend just opening it up a little bit so you can see all the redstone. Alright guys, so the resources you're going to need for this build are 6 sticky pistons, 4 pistons, 6 observer blocks, 6 slime blocks or 6 honey blocks, it doesn't matter, 6 redstone repeaters, 36 redstone, 4 pressure plates of your choice, 4 glass blocks, 2 slabs. We're also going to need 32 immovable objects, so obsidian, any terracotta blocks, what are those called? The glazed terracotta blocks, sorry, couldn't think of it. Or you can use lodestones. I wouldn't recommend it. They're pretty expensive if you're doing it on survival, but you don't really have too many options with those. You can also use a jukebox as well, but then again, you're using diamonds for that. We're also going to need some blocks of choice. I'm just going to be using white concrete and gray terracotta, and we're going to need some blocks to put our redstone down on. Alright guys, so once you've dug out your area and you gathered up your resources, we're going to come right down here to where these red concrete blocks are, because this is where our door is going to be going. Right here, we're going to place 2 sticky pistons facing up with 2 observer blocks right on top of them. Then right next to these observer blocks, we're going to place 2 regular pistons facing up on both sides, just like that. And then going into these sticky pistons down here, we're going to place a repeater on 2 ticks, and one over here as well, a repeater, set it to 2 ticks. Next up, take out your blocks of choice and place 2 of your blocks of choice right on top of these 2 pistons. You will be able to see these when the door opens up. Then we're going to take out sticky pistons and place 2 sticky pistons facing up right here, and 2 sticky pistons facing up right here as well. Next up, take out your slime blocks and place 3 slime blocks like this. 1, 2, 3. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to take out our blocks of choice once again. This is going to be your door. And you know, I'm just going to go ahead and put white concrete here for now, and then we could switch it out later. Next, come over to your top sticky piston. Doesn't matter which side it is, it's all mirrored. And we're going to come out 1 block, place an observer block facing upwards off that block, break it, and then go ahead and place another observer block facing in towards your sticky piston like that. So you should have an arrow going this way into that slime block and an arrow facing up. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Block out, observer block facing up, break the block, observer block facing in towards your piston. Then we're going to take out our redstone and place 2 pieces of redstone on top of both of these observer blocks. Next up, take out your slabs and place a slab upside down on both sides. And then place redstone on top of both of them as well. Next up, come to any side you want, and we're going to go ahead and come over from this slab, placing in a block. Take out your glass blocks, bring it down 1, break this block, place a piece of redstone on top of it. Next up, just come down 1 more glass block underneath that slab right there with redstone, and then place in 2 blocks going down to this sticky piston right here. Then underneath our observer block right here, we're going to place a repeater going towards our sticky piston. Make sure to set it to 2 ticks delay. And then go ahead and place another repeater in front of that one, set it to 1 tick delay. Then we're going to come back over here to our glass blocks. I'm going to come a block underneath right here. So 1, 2, break this middle block. And then just bring a line of blocks all the way down to this repeater with redstone right along all of them. Next up, come to the middle, and right here off of these blocks, we're going to place in 2 more blocks like that. And that's going to actually be one side completely done. So if you want to take out a lever and just test it out to make sure everything is working. So let's just go off of this block right here, flip down the lever, the door goes up. So right here would be your flooring to walk through the door. And then when I flip up the lever, the door goes down. I'll do it one more time. Flip down the lever. Door goes up. Flip up the lever. Door goes down. So now we're just going to do the same thing we did here on this side. So come down a block right off of this slab, placing in a glass block, break that block, place in yet again another glass block right here, and then 2 blocks going down to that sticky piston. Place redstone along all these blocks, 1, 2. Take out your repeaters, place a repeater here and here, set the back one underneath this observer block to 2 ticks delay. Then we're going to come a block underneath the glass blocks and just bring it right down to that repeater, placing redstone along all of them. And that's going to be that side completely done. So now if we go ahead and test it out, so lever, click it down, door goes up, flip it up, door goes down. So now we just got to connect both sides together with our pressure plates. So right here off of this middle block, we're going to come up a block right here, up another block, and then just wrap it all the way down to this side and bring it right down to the same area and place redstone right along all these blocks. Next, we're just going to take out our blocks of choice once again and just place 2 right here. And then we just got to take out our pressure plate. So next up, just place your 2 pressure plates right here. And now the door should be working. So I hit this, goes up, let it go, goes down, up, and down. So now we're going to do the same thing on this side. So, come up your block, come up another block. You can come over here and just do the same thing. Up a block, connect them together, take out your redstone, connect it together all the way down to here. Then we're going to go ahead and just place in our flooring blocks and then place in our pressure plates. And you know what? Let's go ahead and add a few more right here as well. So this side should now be working. And it goes down. So that's it, guys. You are completely done. So now it's time to clean up the area. We have to use our immovable objects. And if you want to, it does look a lot better when, you add stuff into it. Like I kind of did like a computer room here. You got some computers right here. Kind of looks nice and futuristic on this side. And then on this side, if you don't do nothing, that's what it's going to look like. It's going to look something like that. So you really want to, clean up the area, make it look really cool, kind of add like a futuristic kind of thing. Or, if you don't want it to be futuristic and just have the door, you can add whatever you like there. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly clean up the rest of this area. So now that my area is completely cleaned up, all I have to do now is just add something in so it doesn't look, well, like this. So basically we're going to place in our removable object first. I'm just going to go with obsidian just to show you where they need to go. So we're also going to have to put 3 here, 3 right here. We're going to have to place 1 more up here and 1 more up here like that. And we're going to have to do the same thing we did here on this side as well. So like I said, I don't recommend using obsidian. Doesn't look very good. You can go with like terracotta or something like that, but we're going to go ahead and just add in this obsidian. And then of course, just clean it up so it looks nicer. But here we go. Door goes up. And then the door goes down. And then of course you can use whatever you want for the rest of the walling. So I'm going to go ahead and just add in some white concrete. So this is what everything looks like with the bare minimum, just the wall itself, but the door is working absolutely fine. So I thought I would quickly just go ahead and show you how I cleaned mine up, and you could do it however you like. So I'm just going to come over here and place in 2 staircases upside down. Then we're going to place an item frame right here with iron bars in it, and we're going to flip it so it's turned this way. Then right behind it, we want to place in a painting. So place 2 blocks here, place your 1 high painting in like that, and that'll make a nice little computer. And then I just put a button next to it with a staircase facing inwards for some seating. And we're going to do the same thing on this side as well. We're just going to come out with 2 staircases, item frame, iron bars. We're going to place in our 1 high painting. So there we go, 1 high painting. And we're going to place some seating right behind it. Then what I don't recommend doing this. If you're by yourself and everything's fine, go right ahead. But I went ahead and put some respawn anchors back here like this. And then I also lit them up. Because I'm just saying, if you're going to blow up the area. Because if you didn't know, if you actually activate a respawn anchor in your world, it blows up everything. So, be very, very careful with these things if you're going to be using them as decorations. But then what I also did was I took out a jungle trapdoor. No, not an acacia trapdoor, a jungle trapdoor. And then I go into crouch. Make sure you crouch. If you're doing the same thing I'm doing, make sure you crouch or things are going to blow up. So crouch, put your trapdoors on it, and then close those trapdoors and never, ever open those trapdoors ever again. Next up, we're just going to place some stone stairs right up here like that. And that's just a little quick way, you know, to clean up the area. And then, of course, you know, you can add in whatever you'd like. You could change out the obsidian to that glazed terracotta blocks. You could change it to lodestones. You can also change it to jukeboxes as well. Another very expensive item, but, you know, like I said, there's not many immovable objects in Minecraft Bedrock. I hope they add in some later, but let's see what it looks like, actually, with some jukeboxes around it. Well, that doesn't look too bad. That actually doesn't look too bad, but it will cost you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diamonds. 8 diamonds just to make it look nice. So, you know, click this. Door goes up. And door goes down. And then, of course, you know, you can change the color of your door as well. You don't have to have it as white concrete. I actually went with blast furnaces the one time, and I think it looked pretty good. So, you know, I'm going to try the blast furnaces. Let's see. Just place my blast furnaces on their sides. Like that, because no. On PC, blast furnaces can't be moved by slime blocks and or sticky pistons, but since we're on Bedrock, they absolutely can move on here. So, boop, door opens up. But there you guys have it. That's how you build a futuristic sliding door inside of Minecraft. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. Peace. And I think I just broke something.